Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing in the Incursion League as a solo self-found hardcore arc trapper. And today it is time for the cruel Labyrinth. I'm level 59. With a bit of luck I'll hit 60 before the final Izaro. And I'd like to get some more Ascendancy points. So, 2 different exits. Let's see how efficiently we can get through here. Most of the time you just want to skip the first one and the exit is somewhere near the top. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but often it is. And we walk directly into the aspirant's trial. That's efficiency for you. So let's see. What are we getting here today? These are boxes. I think I just want to get rid of the lovely little fonts. Yes, probably gonna trigger Izaro. Probably gonna summon him back soon-ish as well. Okay, you go bugger off. Go pester the totem. Oh, actually I got bad traps for that one. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, you're gonna go there. I do love the mobility in this build. And Izaro is done. Without all the audible speeches, it's sometimes a little bit more difficult to see, but most of the time it works out. So there is a way straight through this place. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, there's a lot of interesting things happening here. Lock door. Lever. Lever. Ow. There's the door. Blacksmith, strongbox. What's in the box? Quantity, ice nova, magic items, revives, guarded. Sure. We'll just trap the bazoo out of this, put a decoy totem down. And observe, it goes pretty darn smoothly. Marvelous. No items were dropped in the process. So I was having a look back at the previous build I did. Well, previous build actually, the Spectral Shield Throw Juggernaut. At this point in the game, when I did Cruel Labyrinth with that one, I had just over 3,000 health points. Right now I just have over 2,000 health points. The other previous characters I've played were more hybrid life and energy shield, and they had usually 2,000 life, but then another 1,500 or so energy shield on top. So this definitely qualifies as a build that is much lower on life than my previous ones. Of course, we have a very high evasion rate, as well as dodge rate, as well as a little bit of block on this one. So I think, in terms of sustainability, this one is doing pretty decently. And of course, more health will be added to the build over time. But it's the numbers are definitely lower than normal, and it's not so much as in effective health against sustained attacks, but it's the spike damage that is the thing that should worry me. Freezes you when activated. So let's fix that one, and also of course I should have pre-trapped this. But it worked out in the end. So the spike damage is something, of course, to be wary of when dealing with Izaro. Izaro is decently spiky in terms of damage, especially in the final fight. Especially if he gets buffed in the final fight, he can slam down pretty darn hard. And well, nature, of course, of evasion is you're gonna avoid some of the attacks, but you're not gonna avoid all of the attacks. So if you're just trying to lower the number of attacks that will hit on you, you're gonna be better off overall. Oh, this is also a lovely little place. I feel very, very welcome here. Upside of this build is we get a lot of health regeneration, which of course helps us sustain. Combine that with the evasion and dodge and all those things. And health pool is gonna remain full for a lot of the time. So there's an upside in that. Freezes me, miss more items. So let's just trap it, decoy it, siphon it, and then anti-freeze and go. And nothing of value was dropped. 2 doors, let's see which is the most fun one. Aspirant Trial, I'm down for that. So, no remains were kept from the previous one. Let's see what we're doing here. Just glancing over at the time, this looks like it could be a bit of a speed run if this goes out all as intended. Okay, operation, let's just kill the golem as well. Okay, that one is down. Just bear trap. And then arc it. Wait for the last one, so put down a decoy totem, go play with that one. Look. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. Yes, we got you. Oh. Can't touch this. And down he goes. Oh, literally down the elevator he goes. Once more. So now we get the obligatory split in the road. So let's see. It's all burning. Let's see if we can get through that. No burning here. There's a lever over there. Okay. Looks like the lava is going down now. Walking in when the lava is going down. Reasonably doable. Oh wait, I don't need to go back, I need to go forward. I'm down already. Da da da. But yeah, I suspect that if things go as quickly now as they've been going so far, this might be a 15-minute episode, and that might worry a lot of people who glanced at the duration of the video. In that case, I do apologize beforehand. Well, maybe I'm actually now apologizing in vain. Could be that I actually do perish. I don't quite know yet, of course, at this point. I hope not. I hope we'll live to see maps. And there is the level. Relatively safe here, so let's have a look. So last time we grabbed a Master Supper. Every once in a while we now get some Frenzy charges, that's all fine. But I think boosting survivability a little bit more is going to be helpful. So next goal is going to be Revenge of the Hunted. Because it boosts both life and evasion, which is very, very helpful for this build. Let's see if we can find ourselves exits. Fine with me. Any exit is fine. And then of course, well, there's 2 exits from this one. It's not really gonna change from this perspective. One leads to a Zaro, one leads to a inner chamber. That probably has a treasure chest or a key or something helpful and fun. But in my case, not really caring too much about that. I just want to fight the Zaro and get my Ascendancy points. I haven't seen our resident stalker Alpha Vaal yet. I think that's because this is a thing, of course, where if you go through portals, then the conditions of the labyrinth will be violated. So I don't think she's really allowed here. Wait. Wait, what just happened? Did monsters walk on traps? Yeah, there. Funny. So a monster died off screen and dropped something. It's funny. Double funny that it played twice. Only saw one fuse. Okay, there's a bunch of burning ground again, but this looks like just a passage, not really a obstacle course. And there is a doorway, and that is the aspirant's trial. Yeah. No extra hurdles were obtained in the previous one, so we're going to go into this in the easiest way possible. Just me versus Izaro. Blade traps and spike traps, the triggered kind. Okay, so we'll just so far, oh, okay, you're porting me. That is fine. Here, there you go. Okay, didn't mean to walk into him, actually meant to just dash through him. But in the end, he perished. And we stand victorious. Well, that was probably one of my fastest labyrinth runs so far. It's a little cruel, but still. Works out rather well. So anything we can upgrade, because of course we have gloves and we have boots. I think we might be walking around with these boots for a while longer. On the other hand, yeah, gloves are okay, but they're not terribly great. So let's keep the boots. They are one of the sole sources of chaos res as well as relatively decent movement speed. So let's see what we got. 10% reduced mana cost of skills if you've been hit recently. Okay, that is something I can be happy with. But of course, the real reason we're here, Altar of Ascendancy. We can increase our Saboteur. So at this point, there's a couple of options. Already mentioned before, I want to go Perfect Crime and then Chain Reaction. One in Shadows could be very fun as well, but I think this might be... It's an extra defensive thing right now. Don't really feel like we need it. So it's maybe an endgame lab thing. For now, going Perfect Crime, Chain Reaction, just to get more traps to trigger. And of course to get more damage from this one. So spend points. We get cooldown recovery, so the siphoning trap should have a shorter cooldown. Increased damage for each trap, so the more we throw out, the more damage they will all do. And 20% chance for traps to trigger an additional time. Effectively, you can see that as a 20% damage bonus. So there's a lot of nice things in here. And a little bit of extra trap throwing speed and damage is also pretty darn fine. So cooldown speed on siphoning trap is now 3.64 seconds. So that is 10% faster than it was. Arc traps they don't have a cooldown. Oh, bad traps now recharge faster as well. That is good. That is very helpful for boss fights. And then, yeah, Arc is just a little faster to throw. Oh, you can actually see that. So 877, over 1,000, 1,200. That's about as high as it goes. And then we're maxed out. And then when they dissipate, then the damage goes down again. It's nice that there's feedback. So effectively, we can get up to 50% more damage from that. That's pretty darn happy. And with that said, we're done here. I want to thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you again next time when we take on the Bear God, Groskel. Bye bye.